D.C. has always had a rich and diverse history when it comes to music.
Hey, what's up, man? We on C.U.L.T right here. We down southwest at the waterfront with all these vicious shops. I mean, when I say vicious, that mean like that. What I'm doing? I'm working on this little web series called C.U.L.T. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, so like I was saying, we about to tell this good story, man. DC culture, man. Right here at its finest, man. It's a good Friday. We down here southwest making things happen, man. I'm about to get with my man in the GoGo community, Shorty Coleon, man, get some full access. You know what I mean? They doing some real good heavy promotions, man. So it's a lot of big things to come. You know what I mean? So this right here, being from the city, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. I never even imagined when I was going to Jefferson or Brown, you know what I'm saying, how vast and beautiful this they say this little city is so little, but it's so big because now, you know what I mean, they done made room for the whole world. That's why they building all these buildings, because everybody want to come to the DC, man.
Yeah, Shorty Coleon, DC native. It's nothing like Washington, DC. We're here at the Wharf. This theater, it's up. Live shows, just out and about. Got a production coming up May 6th. So just another day in the life of the work, from artist to stage to studio to back to the stage, and a little promotion behind the scenes action right now. Shorty Coleon, what it is. To be a citizen of the District of Columbia. Say what, in the district. Next week. All right, cool. Cool. At the anthem. Say what.
Is this DC? I know Maryland mixed in Virginia too, and anybody from out of town out there. But where is my DC crew? Well, if you're from the old school, put your hands up. Get your hands up.
However, GoGo has been the face of the music scene, even though controversy has followed the genre.
And if you're 25 and over, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Get your hands up. And if you love old school, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Right here, baby. Hit, baby.
You know, since I came to Man's backyard, you know, the goal when G and I sat down was to invest in the band and make it a national situation. Me and someone else on the management team always talk about making backyard and GoGo rock stars. And with that way, you gotta take the money that you make and invest and get the right equipment and studio time and make those type of decisions.
DC music scene to me is telling a story, a meaningful story. You know what I'm saying? Not just anything. Nowadays, motherfuckers, you know, as we all know, they making anything about anything, man. Motherfuckers do a dance, man, they become millionaires, you understand? Motherfuckers talk about mac and cheese, man, they become millionaires, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, they don't really respect real no more, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my big bro just came home from doing 10, one of my role models and shit, so, you know, we coming to bring this solid nigga shit back, you hear me? Speak facts and facts only. I love both. You hear me? I started off with the GoGo shit. I played in a couple GoGo bands and shit. They was alias though, but I played in them. That's my shit, you hear me? I still listen to my throwback shit to this day when I get in my jam, you hear me? But rap, you know, rap is the new thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cruising off my rap shit, man. I'm loving it though.
The music scene in DC, it's changed over the years. Growing up, you know, it was all about the GoGo for me. You know, it was different spots in the city. You can go to the GoGo. You know, GoGo, that's his own documentary in itself. But growing up and continuing to stay in DC, the GoGo scene, or I would venture to say the live music scene is starting to diminish. You know, you used to be able to go to certain restaurants or certain spots and you would hear live music, but it's only in certain restaurants now. You're gonna spend to hear that music. So, you know, the music scene it's starting to, you know, it's definitely switched up. You know, you got your concerts that come through, of course, you know, at your concert venues and the like. You know, one of the venues is the Anthem, you know, here in Southwest. So they've been having a couple of shows, you know. I've only been able to catch one or two. A lot of the acts is not really to my, you know, my thing, but they definitely had some venues there. Then there's another spot down here. Felt like I was giving them promo, but you know, I went to I think it was Pearl Alley Bar, and Chuck Brown band was there. So you know, I went there because you know I like you know, party with Chuck Brown when he was here. You know, rest in power with Chuck Brown, and you know, they had the band there, so I went there. Party with them. It was a good look. The venue was very nice. So that's kind of what the music scene's coming to now. You got your major establishments, you know, coming in and kind of doing what they do. And if the promoters of these go-go bands and the like, they can, I guess, get involved with these new establishments that's coming into the city, they might bring the go-go back. But you know, that was my music scene in the city. Was the go-go. You know, I go to my concerts here and there now, but you know, ain't nothing like a nice go-go for me. You know, nice crowd, nice vibes, nice establishment, and so you know, that's my feeling on the music scene.
Yeah, well, as far as the go-go game, it's at its lowest form I've ever seen it at. I've been part of go-go, moving around in the city, watching go-go bands for about, I want to say about 17 years of my life. I've been around go-go, the go-go scene, and watching different things happen. Right now, everybody really crossing over more so into rap, you know? They want to be able to rap now. And, you know, I feel like the music, it used to be another way of communication, you know? When you think about music, you think about Marvin Gaye, you know? Somebody in D.C. who was talking about all the problems that was happening in the city, you know? And everywhere else he had went to. So if you don't have that person who knowledgeable to push the right music to make you want to step up and be a difference, you know, try to get you an LLC, try to own something, then you're going to go with what was given to you. If you got to do rapping about streets and drugs all the time, then that's what you're going to go with. But if you're talking about somebody who talking about struggle and how they made it out of struggle through rap or through any genre of music, then that's what's going to happen with you.
Well, right now, in 2018, I think it's litty. I think that it's a lot of local talent that is getting recognized now. I think that go-go has taken a downsize to, local R&B and rap artists. It's a lot of local music, local talent that is getting recognized, you know, and it's good, females as well as males. It's a good time in the industry field right now, I think. So it's exciting too. I sing a little bit. And I was in a go-go band, but for irreconcilable differences, I'm no longer with them. But I still keep my ear to the street, you know, be around and do stuff. So, yeah.
Hey, Shy, man, you know what the fuck is up, man. Free the motherfucking real, free Papa, free Kills, free Pittance, man, everybody, man. Lynch mob all day up top, nigga. Niggas know what's up.
Say no more, gang, gang. Say no more, gang, gang. Mob ties. Business is business, that shit go a long way. I push that yay back in them DK hallways. Trapping hard with bro, this slick name was Donday. About 10 shooters on the porch that's around me. Heavy artillery.
I mean, you know, I make that shit that motherfuckers can ride to. I make that shit motherfuckers can vibe to. Sometimes I make that shit where niggas can slab to. I'm just saying, you know, but it be positive, you know, or it can get you amped. It's all how your perspective, how you perceive that information. You feel me? That's all. Right, look, right, I just changed my name to Shine, so the world got to really get familiar with that, right? My name used to be Bam Beasley, right? But business I call my little child and shit, they got that shit stuck in my PSI. So I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a whole new wave right now, you feel me? So like I said, just call me Shine, because I'm most definitely going to do a lot of that. I ain't no say, it's my motherfucking heart. Hey, it's been 10 years away from this, man, you hear me? I'm doing this motherfucker on my own, man, you hear me? So it's cool to have your joint with you. You hear me?
It's the best pistol to have in life. Cause this motherfucker right here ain't gonna never jam up, you dig? Real talking like.
Bad with Louis, so as I got older, they just stayed with it. They kept the Bab and dropped the Louis.
The emergence of new artists highlight a higher state of consciousness, encouraging listeners to make better life choices.
When I be in my garden, I be practicing patience, meditate in my garden.
Working behind the scenes on Hurry Lock's video, I was introduced to I Am Northeast.
Y'all slap fives or whatever. Huh? Y'all slap fives too, just off the B-roll. What's up, home? Yes, sir. No food, okay. Alright.
Man, do that motherfucker, man.
This all this to the joint.
Let me hear?
Yeah.
Let it to the street.
Where I'm from, it's a village. These the children that raised, not Cindy Selassie Mays. Carlin's nephew, the one Murray said wasn't nothing gonna happen to. Run, cousin, no sister.
When I was in prison, when I was incarcerated, I would always tell myself, man, I'm gonna go down Rosedale and coach Rosedale. I was inspired by my cousin.
Artists may have endeavors that can interfere with the music for the negative. Having a strong support system is very important.
I see the lights, I see the party lights, the red and blue and green, so everybody.
The Capital Kids are a group to listen out for that really represents the city well. Dance, rap, hip-hop, go-go.
Raise your hand if your name is Sally.
Life is no good alone. Since we become one, girl, I know if this feeling should be.
Well, now we're a place where you have all types of people and all types of music. I understand GoGo is a DC thing. The children and some grown people, because I like GoGo myself, that's a DC thing, but I like all types of music. And this is one city where you can find every type of music you like. You like reggae, we have festivals for reggae, we have jazz, we have blues, we have every kind of music there is. It's a wonderful place to live. And I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't go anyplace else, because I know where you can go on the outside, don't even have to pay a dime, and can listen to jazz on Friday nights, blues on Monday nights. So it's just a wonderful place where you can enjoy for all cultures as well. No, I love it. I love the music that we have, and they even up the street. They have shows in the park. They have lunchtime concerts downtown. The market have shows. So, if you like music, you can go anywhere in D.C. and enjoy yourself. Oh, yes. Oh, I love Marvin Gaye now. I love him. Well, it wasn't in D.C. The last time I saw him, it was in Maryland. Many, many years ago. That's the last time I saw him. But his music, I still play it. I love Marvin Gaye. I rode past his park. It looked a little scary. I didn't go in. I think they remodeling it. But I can't say anything bad about Marvin Gaye. Nothing. I loved him and loved his music. And plus, I saw a play at the Lincoln Theater about his music.
Go-go or like the rap scene? Man, we born off the go-go here, man. We born off the go-go here, you feel me? Growing up, you know what I mean? Like younger, you know, I heard, you know, some of the hits was like sardine, pork and beans. That's like stuff they was just old reruns, you know. Get in the water, get in, you know, shit like that, you know, one leg up, put your booty on the floor type shit. And then that's when I first got introduced to, you know, the go-go music and stuff like that. It's like a 7, 8-year-old. Okay, I see everybody in my family partying with it. Me go! See everybody partying with it. All right, then when I came, you know, coming to age, teenage years, you feel me? Love you too. Teenage years, you know, we had the backyards, TCBs, TOBs, reactions. Shout out to 3DB. You feel me? That's like one of the UCB. You feel me? And then as like I got out of high school, it kind of faded. And now it's like we don't grow up wanting to be in the go-go bands no more. Back in the day, even before I was born, we wanted to be in the go-go bands. You feel me? It's not we want to be rappers now. But let me get back to that go-go thing. On the low, y'all, this city is filled with all musicians. Think about it. Think about all them instruments them people in them bands playing. It's a city full of musicians, but I don't know if that drive is still here like it was back in the day. Because like back in the day with the Go-Go's, like they whole front line was playing percussion. You feel me? Somebody was playing an instrument. Like you got to be talented or have some type of skill to play them instruments. You feel me? But I don't think the city is like that no more. Everybody want to be a rapper, which is cool. And we starting to get another light. We getting like a more national light on the city with the music scene. Shout out to everybody doing their music thing, man. Who's Mizzou Network is a platform for y'all for that. Straight up.
On one end, again, going back to the cultural part that I spoke about earlier, DC has a very rich history and culture around music and art. You know, from Donny Hathaway to Marvin Gaye to, you know, Richard Smallwood to, you know, I mean, you name it, you know, Donald, you know what I'm saying, Blackbird, and, you know, down in the Blackbirds down to, you know, all the DC go-go scene. You know, it's one of them, Chuck Brown, you know, EU, Treble Funk, you know, Red Essence, Proper Utensils, clean on down to our generation. For those of us in the 30s and 40s, you know, you had Backyard, Junkyard, Essence, you know, Northeast Groovers, you know, all the way down to some of the more lesser known bands, the local, or even, you know, I would say in the early 2000s, you know, when the whole Grown and Sexy era started, Listen, Familiar Faces, you know. Then you have the youngin' bands, you know, XIB, TCB, you know, all of these different groups. As far as the go-go scene, as far as the music scene, you know, even in gospel music, you know, R&B, you know, you got, you know, and you also got your boy Genuine, you know, you got Wale, you know, you got Diamond District, you know, that's my man Odyssey, you know, Uptown XO, you know, YU. You know, you got the real J Mills. Shout out to all the Queen MCs. You know, I could go down and, you know, you got Roddy MC. You know, you got my man Authentic. You know, I could go on and listen to just people forever as far as the hip hop scene, as far as, because a lot of people don't know that DC has a whole scene of hip hop that's not always often spoke about because we're known more for the go-go. But music and art, you know, history, all of that, you know, even down to some of the scholars that come from our region, is rich and vast. However, I would say one of the things that I would tie into that aspect is DC, unfortunately, is divided. You know, a lot of artists don't support each other. A lot of artists don't come out to see each other, or they'll come out to see you if it's free, but they ain't paying money. But what happens is they wait until you get signed and get known by somebody out of town, and then you come in town and you open up for the show, and all of a sudden they want to claim they know you. They're like, oh yeah, I remember him, you know, such. He was on my same block, or I used to come up to Bar None, or I used to go up to this club or that club or this place or that place and see them all the time. But when they were performing regularly for pennies, when they was on the come up, you weren't supporting them, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Word to my brother Raheem Devon, West Felton, you know what I'm saying? Afi Soul. I can name a whole, even as far as the R&B, like a whole bunch of people in the industry, in the DC scene who have been putting in work. You know, myself, others. You know, shout out to the SC3 squad, Jason, Dev Def, Tamika Love Jones. You know what I mean? I can go on and on. And the scene is like you got the R&B crowd here, and you got the gospel crowd, church folk here, and you got the rappers, you know, who do the trap here, and then you got the conscious rappers over here, and then you got it's like everybody's in their own world, in their own lane, and there's nothing wrong with having your own lane as far as your vibe and what you do, but most of the time you don't see that together. It's like everybody has the orphan spirit. You know, orphans, when you don't have a home that you belong to or something that you feel is yours, you hold on so tight. You fight for everything. You're fighting for shirts. You're fighting for shoes. You're fighting for food. So you got a lot of that going on. Everybody's trying to fight for the same space, not realizing there's room for all of us together in the space. And so because of that, I think that's part of the reason why finds a greater level of notoriety around our hip-hop culture. Because we got some dope MCs, for the record, on camera. We got some dope MCs. We got some dope visual artists. I went to some of the school with some of the greatest visual artists, that you could possibly think of. You know, Joshua Isaac, you know what I'm saying? Heron Gabron, a.k.a. Khalil. You know, Howard Bethea. You know, I can name dope artists I went to school with. You know, all different aspects of education and culture. You know what I mean? You name it. You can go in any lane. We got it here. But it's not respected and honored on a broad level because we're fighting amongst ourselves for a piece of the pie. Instead of unifying and creating, you know, like how a lot of other regions, Houston did it. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta did it. They got their whole self-made scene. And they made the record companies and the art commissioners and the administrative politicians and scholars and people come to them and say, hey, how can we be down with what you all are doing? Even on Cali and the West Coast. Dr. Dre did it. You know what I mean? That's how he started Aftermath. That's why Death Row and all that whole thing, they came to him because he was already making waves on his own. And so we make waves in pockets in D.C. So it's not like a fist that's strong enough to strike a mighty blow. It's like all dissipated and fragmented. If we were to gather that together as a unified front, people be paying attention. You know, now, a lot of people say this and that about your boy Wale, for example. No, he's not originally from D.C., but he never said he was originally from D.C. He said he was from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? And he said he got homies he grew up with, kicking it with, that's from Northeast. But what I will give Wale credit for is every time that brother hop on a record, he's screaming D.C. like it's part of his skin. Now, he'll shout out PG and VA too because he from PG. But he makes sure our clothing is known, our styles, the 3 stars and 2 bars and all of that. He makes sure that every time he throws some little twist of go-go, you can hear it in his lingo when he rap. All of that, which I respect because he making it known. This is not just me as an artist myself. There's a culture and a rich history behind what made me this way, from the Nike boots to the Syrian scarves that we've been wearing since the 90s. For the record, Lil Wayne and Kanye did not do that first. We started that in DC. We started rocking the scarves and the Nike boots and saying, for real young, and go ahead Slim, and whole time though. That was us. So if we unify that, from South Side to Uptown to Northeast to Southwest, you know what I mean? And then we can spread it out to including, of course, the whole DMV vibe because, you know, being that most of us is moving out of D.C. anyway, what you really experience is D.C. culture in Maryland. That's why you got hoods like Kentland and Forest Creek and Seat Pleasant and all these places, you know, and 202 and 25 and all these regions. It's sprinkles of DC culture out in the Maryland area. And then of course Maryland got their own swag to them too. Shout out to people who I know, who I grew up around, who from there. Nothing against Maryland or VA. But DC itself has its own unique culture that is not recognized because we are fighting amongst ourselves trying to get a piece of the same pie. And so while Texas and ATL and Chi-Town and Kentucky even, the only reason why a group named Nappy Roots, for example, was even able to come out is because they created their own sound and their own scene. Nappy Roots, Player, as far as the R&B scene. We have to be able to create a self-made connection that makes people pay attention to what we have to offer and stop operating like orphans and crabs in a barrel.
Man, one thing about DC, we got our own sound, we got our own music, we got genre, man. It's go-go. I'm fortunate enough to be able to say, man, I've been in the go-go game for about 15 years now, man. I done did a lot. You know what I'm saying? I done won a lot of awards. I done, man, down there been in every club. I done, man, shuck, man, I done did a lot. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even going, man, get too in depth with it. But, man, our sound, it's something that can't be replicated anywhere else, man. You got people that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, play a pocket beat, and they just can't do it. It's just they don't have that sound. It's something about DC, man. You got to be born into to go-go. You got to have an ear for it. You got to know how to, man, play it. And everybody can't play it. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's funny how, you know what I'm saying, people ain't like now that it's a little bit later on in the game. Chuck Brown, rest in peace, he passed. A lot of people are becoming a little bit more honest about their sound and where they got the sound from. You know what I'm saying? You go on BET Unsung and you'll hear Salt and Pepper in them, and they'll say, man, this song got a go-go swing to it. Yeah, we know Chuck Brown. You got a lot of rappers, man, who got go-go swing in their music. It just is what it is. A lot of producers, man, you got like Chucky Thompson. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate to meet Chucky Thompson like last month. He was originally, man, a keyboard player for Backyard. You know what I'm saying? Way back in the day, but man, he took off and ascended into a whole nother level in the music game. You know what I'm saying? You got Chucky Thompson behind a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? He did some things with Biggie and a lot of, man, top artists, man. It's crazy. You got a lot of people, man, that go out of town that's from here that produce music and come back home and you would never know it. But when you hear them tracks, if you got an ear for it, you'll hear that swing. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Real. It's my man. We out here. My man cut on some of that, man, whatever that rap. I don't know who the hell it is. Y'all know who that is? Like yeah, Moneybag Yo. Like yeah, I don't. You know, I don't even know.
It's like, man, it's like family. Man, family go ahead and do what they gotta do. We gonna do what we gotta do.
I love DC music scene. DC music, man, like our music is go-go. Straight up and down, like that's DC for you. That go-go sound, that whole go-go shit. I even, man, I ain't gonna say if you from DC you had to be in the go-go, but nigga, if you from DC you definitely know about go-go. Like it ain't no like your family. Somebody in your family be bumping that shit. You got somebody in your family, you know, they not a Bama per se, but you know that nigga a Bama always bumping that shit. But you know, but that's how we do. That's the DC shit, and I love it, nigga. That go-go, that RE, nigga, Essence. You know, I love it. Backyard, nigga. Well, you know, we can start off with the old shit. You know, you got to keep chucking it. Chuck the start of this shit. You got Chuck and all that. You got Trouble Funks. You got all them motherfuckers. You know, you got Junkyards. You got Hugger Bus. You got Groovers. You got all type motherfuckers you can name. You know, you got the Backs. You got the TCBs. You got the, you know, I was in the band. We was called Hood Band. We was doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? You got the who else? Motherfucking the new bands, you know, like Reactions and what the fuck? XIB, you know, all type of there's so many damn bands, but all of them be rocking. I fuck with all the go-go bands, MTM, that was my man. I fuck with all the bands, you know what I'm saying? Man, I love the DC shit. Our music is the go-go shit, and everybody and people don't really want to admit it, but even now, you can hear some of that rap shit with some of how the beat making and shit going on, and the swag and the keep repeating shit and the ad libbing and shit like that. That's a DC. That's a go-go shit, like the ad libbing, all them wild ass noises, them gun sounds, like making your voice an actual instrument. Like nigga, when you in the go-go, my nigga, like I was in the band. We used to be making all type of wild doing this shit with your mouth, like with your voice. Your voice is an instrument, you know what I'm saying? Singing, rapping, being able to do that shit that Drake and them do now, nigga. Everybody, like most people in go-go bands could sing and rap, nigga. I know I could do it. I did that shit at a high level, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, it just, and not to say that they taking none, but yeah, nigga, just, you know, people don't give it, you know what I'm saying, what they supposed to give it. Like, Wale doing it, a lot of his music is inspired by go-go shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to that nigga, because he doing this thing, you hear me? Yeah, but, you know, that's what it is. So, the go-go, the DC music thing is go-go. This rap shit, niggas been rapping, but it ain't, we just starting, like, everybody want to be rapping now. And I guess it's because, you know, guess DC getting they shine, which is cool. I'm all for that shit. That's what's up. I'm glad niggas is getting on. They giving us a little bit of shine. Niggas is, you know, getting, you know, recognized their talents and everything. But the DC shit, if you a DC, man, go-go shit. That's how go-go, nigga. Go-go, you know what I'm saying? Ask them, do they smoke? Go-go, nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm a go-go head, love it. Man, I still like to go to the go-go and party with back. And I love to hear Wink get up there and crank, nigga. That's like the best go-go singer ever, nigga. Winksy, nigga. Then after him, because this is just my era. Then after him is Trey. I fuck with from UCB. My man be cranking like shit. He cranking like shit. But him and Winksy, them like my two favorites, my nigga. Like, they're my two faves. Like, I can go see them anytime. I love all the shit they do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But that's the go-go. That's the DC music shit, the go-go. You know what I'm saying? You go to, man, you know, that's, man, think about it, man. Growing up in DC, nigga, we used to go to go-go man, you can go to go-go almost every day of the week, but, man, the weekend was it. Like Friday and Saturdays, nigga, I remember going to, nigga, my first go-go, how old was I? My first time going to a go-go, I was 12. We went to the Thine place. It was called the Thine place. You be that right down the street from my house, nigga, on 4th Street, nigga. That was the first joint I remember really going to and like actually being in there and like doing it. Got my first fight in there, like go-go fight with niggas, like your whole hood fighting, nigga. You know, y'all know about that shit. The whole hood get the rumbling in there. You know how the bands do. They always know how to start some shit. Cause they'll see both hoods in there and they'll call one hood out and then say the other hood and then niggas see each other and you know what time it is, nigga. So yeah, you know how that shit go, man. You know, you're a DC nigga, you been in there, nigga. You know how that shit work, boy. So yeah, I think I was like 11, 12. Went to a go-go, nigga. I was at the Thine. Then from the Thine, you know, you might hit the ice. I think we hit the ice box. You niggas been to the ice box before. The new box back then. You had what else was Jack jumping? You had the Mad Chef. You had Neon. You had the Spat. You had the Hat Shop. You had motherfucking what else? You had all type of fucking clubs. I say Neon. You had the Boom Boom Room, Levels, all that shit. Fucking shit, nigga. Between Friends, another jump. That was nigga TCB days. Niggas just love TCB. Motherfucking nigga, fucking the Avenue. Motherfucking shit, nigga. All the go-go, nigga. You can name go-go's. Now I can name spots. Oh, the Black Hole, you know, that's a classic jump. Everybody's been to Black Hole. You know, jumps, you know, I ain't really played the Black Hole so much. That's a one and one. I ain't like that spot as much, but niggas have been in there. But, you know, rack a little spots, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go to Black Hole, you like back. They play. That was like one of their spots, so you definitely going to Black Hole. But like,
you ain't like the Black Hole and the Black Hole.
Huh? I can't hear you.
Nah, I said, tell me why you ain't like the Black Hole so much.
Oh, I mean, well, you know, like I say, man, they don't, you know, it's a one-way in, one-way out jump, man. You know, that jump up to 40, bound that Black Hole, nigga, where is that, nigga, you know? You know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, it's a one-way in, one-way out spot, man. I don't like that spot. Like, I mean, I ain't necessarily getting to too much in that jump, but, you know, it's just a dangerous spot to be in, Holmes. Like, you know, that's one of them. All the go-go's a dangerous spot to be in. Don't get it fucked up. All them Jones dangerous spots to be in, because it's like, you can't, they don't never had no fucking parking. It's always some wild shit with the parking. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them one way in, one way out spots. They small, so they cramped. You know what I'm saying? You know, the likelihood of you getting into it with a nigga in there.
And know that with these club owners, some of them ain't from the United States. They see green. So you negotiate, okay, we want a percentage of the bar. Oh no, you don't do that. Okay, cool, we'll go somewhere else. And all these club owners, they talk to each other. And when they have the rap with your B kid from New York or LA or Atlanta, they come in, they pay that rapper a bag to come to our city, get that bag, and then roll out. And then
They moved down Garfield though. Another thing about this block that's unique, this some go-go history. They had a band around here. They had two bands. They had a band around 13th Park Road, the Northwest Youngins, and had a band around here, the Mighty Young Ones. And the Mighty Young Ones broke up and became Backyard.
Yeah.
People don't know that. That's your go-go history. But they started from around here.
Yeah. Niggas ain't even know BYB. They used to be the Mighty Young Ones.
So Tank was a part of the Mighty Ones.
The Mighty Young Ones.
The music scene in DC can be beautiful. It could be exotic. It could be grand. It could be fun. It could be luring. I remember growing up and people playing music outside. They don't really do that much anymore, but I remember growing up and hearing people play music out of their cars, and you know, we were very open with what we received. I could hear Latin music one day, depending on the person. I could hear, go-go one day. I could hear gospel another. I think that we're very diverse in our music. I think that a major problem with artists in this area is the expectation of, if I help you, I can't help myself. Or if we don't separate, we won't make it. And I feel like we kind of eat each other at the ankles, as we're rising. And it's causing everyone to stay low, There are a few that make it, but they usually have to leave here to do it. And I think that is extremely unfortunate. I think that if we were to unify and become more supportive to each other, that we would be probably the next Nashville or, the next Detroit, Motown. There are so many labels, there are so many artists, there are so many people who are artistic on so many major levels, whether it's art. I mean, like me, I have 3 different gifts that could be used at any moment, and if we support each other in that, I think that we can get a lot much further in progression than where we are. I am an artist, a fine artist. I do paintings, portraits, all types of artwork, graphic work as well, and then I'm a vocalist. I love music. I compose music. I arrange music. I should be playing instruments, but I don't. And then I'm also a writer. I write plays, movies, books, any type of literary. I love writing poems. I haven't done one in a while, but poems are my favorite. And songwriting, all types of writing. So those are the 3 that kind of coincide with each other. I just love music. I mean, jazz is my favorite. I wish that we could have more of a jazz scene in this area. It used to be big, and I've watched it dwindle. I remember I was so irritated one time because I got in my car and I wanted to listen to my smooth jazz station. Well, actually, it was more of a classic jazz station, and I turned to it and there was talking on it, talk radio, and I was like, what is going on? And they just completely removed my station, and I was so upset. And that was years ago, but I think that would be the thing that I would want to add. I wish that we could bring the jazz scene back, because I remember growing up and hearing, horns in the streets and not you know, not horns in the sense of what they play now. Not that it's bad, because I love music, but every type of music, but my favorite is jazz, and I felt like there was so much more of a rich spirit to our area when the jazz scene was on. And the go-go scene is great. It's in my blood, so I can't ever say that I don't like it. That would be blasphemy, but I miss the richness of it as well. From what I hear now, from what I grew up on, it's totally different. Totally different. Ugh. And it's not knocking where we are now, because of course it's an element of art, so it's welcome. But the substance and the strength of encouragement and inspiration and just beautiful spirit connecting with young people. And I mean, we weren't supposed to listen to it because I grew up in a religious home, but I still snuck it in because, like I said, it's in my blood.
Over the years, Backyard Band has become the premier go-go band in the city.
Going down.
iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, Amazon. It's like on every site.
Ain't no reason why you should have.
It's long overdue though, Flat.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Man.
That joint rock, dog.
Yeah, that joint prank. I ain't saying it just because, but I'm saying it's that real authentic go-go, man. That crank. That,
yes.
You know what I mean? It's fresh.
Yes.
For the summer. This will be a lot of backyard parties, a lot of grilling and playing it at the cookouts and the family reunions. So it's just that fresh, man. It's just the teaser, man.
You heard Miss Kathy. Run it back. We love you. Also, you look good in some of these young girls. Good God Almighty. We've been drinking number one and eating cabbage. This Kathy. Yeah. That's what's Kathy right here.
Oh shit, you already know what it is. Yeah, they be bumping this shit in the hood. Shit, music. You know, it started off with that go-go shit. You know, that's what we based up on, you heard me? On some real DC shit. Shout out to Chuck Brown, may he rest in peace, you heard me? The godfather of that bitch, you heard me? But other than that, shit, a lot of niggas we starting to get real big with this rap shit. Like me, when I was a little nigga, I was y'all like made a force for this bitch, coming up out of this bitch, really making that noise as far as this rap shit. Did a little big, well not a little big, did a big, came home and I'm jumping back into this bitch. But we got our time now, right now, like we really about this bitch stuck in halls, you heard me? Real talk with that music shit. Everybody is rapping right now, real talk. I'm talking about 8 years old, everybody is rapping this bitch. It's easy to make it now, like You can make a bubblegum joint and you gonna be on, you heard me? So shit, music right now, it's an epidemic moment for us right now. Is I'm honest? Look at me, do I look like one?
Oh, man,
Ain't no fucking secret in life, man. It's a prince of the mob, you heard me?
So yeah, definitely, man.
A real artist.
Yeah, you put on, man.
I'm fucking with the rap, the R&B, rock and roll, bitch, whatever you want to do it. I'm a real artist in this shit. I love music. I love music with a passion. Shit, I be listening to Selena Gomez working out, you heard me? Justin Bieber and all them motherfuckers, you heard me? Keep it gangster shit. I'm gonna keep it gangster on this bitch. You know what it is. I love music.
So shit, yeah, you will work with anybody, basically. Yeah.
Not anybody.
Okay.
Nah, your resume gotta be like that to keep it gangster, you heard me? My fucking bro, D-Lo, you know what's up? Yeah, ain't no secret in life. We in this bitch doing our little thing. Hey, I about to say, me personally, like, if you want me to put a couple odds out there that I probably won't work with, like, Lil Uzi Vert, I wouldn't work with him. I think he a weird nigga, you hear me? Shit, what that other nigga name? That nigga Lil Yachty, he another nigga, bitch is weird nigga with burgundy dreads. Like, them niggas is wild niggas. I can't see myself fucking with them kind of dudes, you hear me? On some real gangster shit. But, so no, I won't work with everybody. I won't work with everybody. Your resume gotta be really like that.
Or they create a whole new one like Ethereum to where you're able to do actually programming on the blockchain. And so my whole idea with crypto conscious is I realized that humans kind of try to replicate things that happen in the natural world.
This is my soul, behold as the story unfolds. So stormy the road, exposed to the weather and rain. Hard to tell the difference between pleasure and pain. I would be remiss if I didn't explain my views and how they've changed. Yeah, life's a game, gotta know the rules and play. Make sure the inner you is who chooses the way. Hey, my God, life is so hard. You come so far to heal these scars. But we're marred by the sense of the past. Skating on ice that's thinner than glass. Slowing down the car just to look at the crash. Man, it's moving so fast, I got whiplash. Was a man who amassed his wealth, but can't understand.
Man, GoGo, man, touch about with GoGo though, man. They try to.
One thing about, man, I grew up on Backyard, Red Ashes. Every go-go you name, I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lock It.
Yeah.
I grew up on that. You know what I'm saying? Man, DC is nation, man.
I don't know. It's hard to think, man. I can't really, man, say off the top of my head, but I don't think there's anybody who from DC who's really a Washingtonian and say they don't like GoGo. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the new age kids, because GoGo was kind of like pushed out of the city for a while, and it took for a while for it to come back. So they ain't really get it.
2012, like all that young and GoGo shit. That's probably when they stopped. You know what I'm saying? But I still fuck with GoGo.
They ain't have a chance to really go to them all ages and the DC stars, man, the 20 for 20s and the CFEs or any of them type zones. They was gone.
Pearl, all that
everything was out. Everything was way out and wasn't accessible. You know what I'm saying? So when GoGo's, it's back. It's back. It's definitely back in the city, but it's not catered towards the youngers no more. They more or less, man. It's more of a rap. They more rap oriented. You know what I'm saying? They know, man. They know about the Shy Glizzies and the Fat Trails and these the new guys like what's the dude name? What's the Q the Fool and yeah, all of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they know about them. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I was in the shoe store, man, with some of my youngers, and I seen my man Gang in the Jones, Big Z, and Juan Glover, and I asked the youngers, they like 10 years old. I'm like, y'all know who this guy is? They like Kevin Durant. I'm like, nah, bro, nigga, this is, man, what you mean? Just because he tall and dark, you think Kevin Durant? Nah, man, this Big Z, man, it's an icon for our city, man. GoGo legend. You know what I'm saying? He whispered in my ear, like, bro, it ain't no big thing, man. The kids, like, they ain't had no opportunity really like we did coming up to know what's going on. And I'm like, true, it's real like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's our music, man. I could talk all day about GoGo, but if you don't know what it is, man, come to DC, man, get you a taste of it, man. Get you a taste of GoGo. Go to any club, man, anybody, support anybody, any club, and man, I guarantee that you'll have an experience like no other. Live music first and foremost, and then a whole nother sound that you ain't never heard before.
Check out the spot. Yeah, she makes it hot. Makes a thing or make a face. Wish touch the spot. She always get up. He
push back a little bit because we got started. Maybe we're gonna go to 2, so we probably go in about exactly. My man Damo just came and checked in.
What's up?
Artist, DC real nigga.
What's up?
You know what I'm talking about? About to put it down tonight. Hip hop live concert. You know what I'm talking about? Nice show. See him? It's going down.
What's up, man? Y'all know the fucking shit. 8 block shit. I'm next up, real life. You don't want me getting that studio, I'm gonna go fuck slow down, bitch. Yeah, the young niggas lit 8 block shit. You already know how the fuck we coming. Gang. 8 block, get with it or get lost. You hear me? Don't get lost in that sauce and you can't recover.
No, I ain't dropping it yet. I just gave my little sample on that bitch, you heard me? But that shit gonna get there.
You right here, we talking hard. I'm in the booth right now, my nigga was loud.
I ain't want to tell you.
The fuck it is, man. Dang.
Oh, you say you was in the booth?
What I'm saying is, my man did the Meek Jump Slim. Shit almost brought tears in my eyes while he was doing it. Like, this shit real, these stories is real, nigga spit, you hear me?
It's really fucking high, even though it be bitches in there. The shit be wild, but it's something about that black hole. Rock niggas got smoked out that joint, got the ass, you know, and this is at a lot of go-go's though. They ain't the only spot. It's just that joint is just like, you know, notorious for. It's like one of them spots that's known for certain shit. You know how you done seen or been to other people, like, you know, you hear about strip clubs and other cities and shit, and everybody always talk about it. But you know what I'm saying? It's that because they known, isn't that joint known for this? But it's other joints that shit going down to it. You know, it's going down to other spots the same way. It's just that joint known for certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I was growing up, that was just one of them spots that was known for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the 40 was strong. You know how that shit go, man. You know, niggas better not get into it. Them niggas in there, you know how that shit work. You know, I respect certain, you know, I'm a man, so I respect certain shit. You know, you gotta know where your ass at, period. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, not like I got men up there, I fuck with up there. I know a couple of good men up there, so it ain't like I never got into it. But you just know where your ass at, you know what I'm saying? You know how shit go. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming up. It's coming up. You got a lot of people that showing their talents. A lot of people that got talent that actually trying to showcase it now. So I mean, you got a lot of stuff coming up in the city for music.
They gotta find their own sound, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people taking each other's sounds.
Either each other or they trying to sound like somebody from another state. Like, bro, like me personally, like when I listen to, I don't really listen to DC rap. The only DC rap I can listen to, and I can really listen to them is Light Show. But I don't really listen to too much trap rap. Like if I want to listen to that, then I can turn on everybody. To be honest with you, like I really try to be on some conscious shit sometimes. I have a Light Show, and like I like do Logic from out Montgomery County. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I like the DC rappers. They get their own sound.
I got a few I listen to from the city, you know, man.
Q the Fool from Maryland, but I listen to him too.
Any artist in the DMV, let me say that I listen to.
Yeah, I listen to everybody, but I'm saying a constant listen to.
A constant listen to that I listen to. I listen to Light Show. I listen to Shabazz. I listen to Q the Fool. I listen to Young Mo. I listen to Trail.
Yeah, I listen to Trail too.
I listen to Glizzy too.
Yeah, I do bump the Glizzy.
I listen to Glizzy too. I listen to Fat Yee. I listen to down there everybody in the city.
I listen
Young
to Big
Tay,
Flock, all of them. I listen to
Lil Tay, CBE.
I listen to Ant Glizzy, man.
I mean,
Light Show.
Shit, Super Tripper.
Chris Bo.
Yeah, Super Tripper, Chris Bo. I just listen to everybody. Yeah, I can't hold you. I listen to everybody, but me, I just like to be conscious sometimes. So when I'm in my trap mode, I turn everybody on. But when I'm in a conscious mode, I get more of my, like, listening to light.
Yeah.
Like, I like to hear
lyrics,
you see what I'm saying?
Should be having meanings behind them.
But just day and age, music is about just getting hyped now. So that's why the rappers in the DMV, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all doing it the way it's gotta be done right now. Everybody, you can't, right now in the music game, you gotta do what they want. You can't do what you like. You see what I'm saying? Or it's gonna take you forever to get on. That's why you think these 16, 17-year-olds get on, because all they doing is dropping little trap music in their little suburban neighborhoods somewhere.
When they gonna start listening to us comedians? That's what the fuck we need to be asking them.
We got shit we talk about
We
too.
got shit that we need to display out here.
You making fun
Because you niggas out here with these man persons, you understand? This nigga a comedian, but he look like he rapping like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Grimy look like a rapper, don't he?
You understand me?
I already know
He
Grimy.
got weight on his shoulders.
Mixtape coming this.
Mixtape coming this year.
Gotta shout out my man Z-Rock, man. You know, gotta keep the weight on me.
Yeah, man. You know, he
shout out my man Z-Rock.
They done turned that boy out, man. He's a cross dresser now. He got the tight pants on in the purses.
Well, next 5 years,
I'm trying to figure him the fuck out.
Comedians it's gonna be a comic scene. I ain't gonna hold you. The next couple years, not even a couple years, because we already flipping. The next couple years gonna be a comic scene.
My artistry, best way to call it is gumbo soul. The reason why I say that is because, gumbo, if you know anything about Louisiana or any family you got from further down south that migrated up this way even, because even though D.C. is city, in a lot of ways it's very southern and country for real. It's just a city fried version of the further regions down bottom. But what I'm getting at is that gumbo is like a soup that has a mixture of different flavors, different things. You got a little bit of bouillon, you got a little bit of crawfish, you got some spices in there, different types of things mixed in the pot. So what I do musically is stuff that touches the soul and the spirit. I consider myself, an artist that is, as far as my spiritual belief, a believer in Christ, but not from a churchy standpoint, where I try to ostracize people outside of church. But it's a melting pot of different things. You got a little bit of funk in there. You got a little bit of, gospel in there. You got a little bit of go-go in there. Got a little bit of jazz in there. Got a little bit of, Afro-Cuban in there. And then also, as far as my heritage, on my mother's side of the family, I'm half West Indian. On my mother's side of the family, a lot of my family migrated over from Barbados, the island of Barbados, West Indies. And so some of them settled in New York. Shout out to the family. Some of them settled in New York. Some of them settled in D.C. Some of them in Florida. And then my grandfather also was from Florida. So, in Florida, there's a whole nother melting pot of a culture thing going on there. So in addition to being born and raised in D.C., my father's side of the family is, outside of just D.C., is from the country, North Carolina, Spotsylvania County, Virginia, all of that. So you got a whole lot of different things mixed up in what I'm doing. Sometimes I might talk like this, and then sometimes I'll be like, saying something to sound real country, and then I'll flip around and say, but our situation, what I talk about now, when I talk to this, speak true. It's because all of that is in there, Listen, hold on. It's all a part of me. And that also speaks to DC as well, to even tie back into what we're talking about, is that DC is a melting pot of everything. Even though it's hood, it's just as country as it is hood. Just even though it's country, it's just as hood as it is country. And even though it's, in some aspects, the demographic is very, can be seen as one-dimensional around ratchet culture. On the flip side, it's just as educated as it is hood. It's just as cultured as it is just hood. Because you got people who, like myself and others, who got family from Africa. You got family from, different parts of Africa. Sierra Leone, West Africa. You got people from South Africa. You got Ethiopians galore in D.C. Everywhere. Especially uptown. You have people who have Native American in their family. My sister got Native American family. My wife has Native American in her family. From Cherokee to Shinnecock, you name it. And so we are such a melting pot, a mixture of so many different things. This is why we always have had our own niche and our own twist and our own culture. And some of that has been lost in the gentrification. Some of that has been lost in the culture. So artistically, I try to bring that to life through what I express and what I do in my art, and through what I do in my music and what I do, I'm like kind of like a modern day Harlem Renaissance type dude. I like philosophy. I like science. I try to stay well read on different things. I don't know everything there is to know, which is why I always try to stay open and learn more, about different things. I also draw and I paint as well. Music is probably the thing I do the most as far as artistic expression. But, spirituality, studied in different religions, all of that.
You know, different languages, some of which I know, some of which I'm still learning more about. You know, so yeah, it's a lot of different things that go into that, and a lot of the more vast spectrum of the culture in DC that's a part of our rich history is not highlighted. Most of the time, DC is highlighted for the corrupt politics that you see going on in the system, or when somebody in some type of office somewhere gets put out there because they embezzled $5 million that was supposed to go to that education system we was talking about, or to housing programs, or for the hood stuff that happens every time somebody gets shot, somebody get locked up. That's when they want to talk about us. But they don't talk about all that stuff that I just named. That's a part of who we are. So, yeah, that's a big piece to it, man.
The late London Dior was a passionate artist who was born a star, and her music will live on forever. Rest in power.
Feel like a replay switch.
Silently in space, like the circles that you find, windmills of youth, like the circles that you find, windmills.
Fuck, show mercy, I'ma get them bitches raw. Another dirty bitch, I'm about to hurt her like a saw. Lundy been that bitch, I'm about to rip it like it's saw. Bitch stole my flow with my style, dang law. I eat that bitch for dinner like a motherfucking steak. She was just all on my dick, she's so motherfucking fake. Took that bitch for dinner, she ate right up off the plate. She the type to show love, but was hating from the gate. I can't fuck with these rap bitches, really ain't real. I want you to react, I eat your shit up like a meal. Crush these rap bitches, slamming bitches like O'Neal. I'm the one these bitches really wanna be like for real. Caught them sneak disses, but ain't pay that shit no mind. Dog wanna bite, I get his bitch that K9. All these rap chicks wanna go and take mine. Load up the chopping up the lineman off your spine. I'm a real bad bitch and I ain't worried about shit. Who the type that wanna be the only dope rap bitch? Got my hater dick rider, wanna ride a bitch dick. See your truck getting up, now you thinking you the shit. Been had fame, nigga, been had clout. When I was 16, I shit it when I first came out. Ain't compare me to the weakest, I'm the greatest rapper out. When I did that brag song, I had to.
Man, you hear me? And I love you, so you be safe. Keep doing what you doing, you hear me? You hear me? Keep doing what you doing. Hell yeah. Alright, gang shit, you block finest, you know what it is. Drizzy Luciano.
Big shit, baby, wide friend.
You hear me? Big shit poppin'. You walk up these steps, you up top Iraq right now. You gotta remember that. You walk up these steps, you up top Iraq. Got the young niggas over here. Remember back then we used to have Welcome to Iraq right here, painted on the ground. Big homie. Yeah. That's the queen of the mob, baby Frog. Oh. That's who I come up under. That was who, like, I used to look at when I was young. You heard me? Cold-blooded going out here in these streets. Yeah. I let my phone up this bitch. Like shit was really real. You see this you will see this. This shit still lit up here.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
About nothing.
You got my fucking phone.
He walked to his car.
Damn, what's his name?
The other dude, the rap.
Bilal?
Bilal. That's who got the phone. Yeah, that is right, because I asked him to turn and jump down.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Gotta get that. That's a most valuable piece.
No bullshit.
You know my shit's up right now.
Nigga, Bilal was looking for you like shit. Yeah, we was just looking around.
You ain't roll out. What's up? Hey, how you doing? You live over here? Oh, that's what's up. Oh, for real? That's all right. Good to see you, Joe. You growing up, though. I know, man. That's all right. You know what I'm talking about? You know, oh, we can call it. Matter of fact, all right. We gonna cut out. Let's cut out and I can call them off my jump. Yeah.
My shooters get the bustin', hold up. I call a bird and that's end of the discussion. I run up on a nigga, give him no whole clip. Put that 30 in his body just for talking honest. It's on my hip. I'm bustin' pistols till them bitches empty. Y'all want me dead while y'all pussies dying with me. I'm never slipping, never loafing on a bad day. They know my style, I like to bust it off in broad day. So fuck the feds and tell them I don't give a fuck. I'm on parole, but I still keep my cements up. I be with Henry. Who else? I be with Bird. Who else? I pull my pistol. They know the word. Say what I do. I run up on a nigga, give him no whole clip. Say what I do. I run up on a nigga, give him no whole clip. Say what we keep. We keep them 30s. What else? We keep them 50s. What else? We keep them choppers. Your pussies dying. Say what I do.
I in my room. Oh, you had to hit with bling bling. Would you hear bling bling? Would you hear bling bling? Would you hear that? You keep saying, huh, man? Would you hearing bling bling?
That phone funny though.
This y'all funny?
I don't know. That's what people be saying. He said he can't. I heard people say shit like that, but then I.
Stay right. You by your car?
That's in the parking lot though, right there.
All right. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, you got your person over there.
I didn't know that. When I moved and I kept looking through your TV, I said, I forgot I did that.
Yeah.
I'm right, you know. That's crazy though. I'm like, man, I can't even hold on.
Man, listen, I'm focused on this DVD. I'm everywhere. We moving around.
Hello.
Running this shit back to old.
I say turn up a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna let my soul bleed on this one. Yeah.
You ever heard it before?
I love you, mama.
You raised on over there?
I was in that battlefield, trying to get my stripes in. Niggas try to run up, hoping that they bullets touch the line. Kids son of killers, now the world fuck with us. Being a real nigga, the way that Millie blew up. I was in that trap here. Big nigga house where my goons robbing crack, man. Could have been a king, but I hate what the seen people kill their friends just to get a bag of fun. We was running hard though. Every nigga secret city. I was a man when I put my first in this shit. Last jack niggas for their cause, but it stay strapped. Went around a heist and try to rob, then he got shot.
We're gonna get plugged.
Oh, it's that junk got a short in it, yo.
It's a picture
I
video.
swear to God, we video.
We always thugging hard with everything on us, man. Shit bigger than what it seems. I'm telling you, everything on us 30s.
You know what it is. See what it is.
We out here thugging. Chill out with your brand.
Yeah.
In real life.
In real life. It's like, what is it, like 11 o'clock right now? And it's still lit. Like it's still lit.
We bring that shit out y'all want us to.
Yeah, like it's
out
lit.
here. Don't get that shit fucked up.
It's still lit out here.
So what are you talking about?
Back man, what's up?
Pac, what's up, baby? Niggas right here, man. You know? Niggas real life, like hitting shit, man, and making shit happen. You know, we ain't gonna do too much talking. You know, yeah, I'm the quiet assassin, baby. Trust me.
Loud back, y'all. There's only one squad in America.
The only squad. What squad is that, baby?
There's only one squad. That's next squad. There's only one squad in America.
Hey, look, the city. Hey, look, the city is lit, right? But there's only one real squad, man. That I can really say, man.
Lynch mob.
One squad. I swear to God, there's only one squad in America. And that's lynch mob.
If you can survive on the South, you a good nigga.
Ask the GoGo band, they'll tell you. When they say when you holler out that squad, they gonna tell you what they talking about.
You can survive on the South, you official. You can survive on the South, you official. But if you can survive in this mob, you go first, nigga, you gangster. Yeah.
When you make 30, you
look, if you can survive in the South, you's official. You can survive in this mob, you's a gangster.
See you, man. Fucking playing, dog.
Don't call me Sliders no more, Mr. Wake the fucking hood up, man.
I'm motherfucking man, Vicious, Lord Soldier, cold, better basketball player too. You know what's now. One of the next big thing that's coming to that fucking NBA, nigga. Yeah. Not only do we make games, we make hell of a basketball players too, pussies. Y'all know what's now. Yeah, all day. Rap artists. Bitch, we super talented up this bitch, you heard me? That's just what it is in life. Look to the mob. Access has been granted. Penny calls, shit is still going there, shit is still lit. It's 11 something at night. We still thugging hard out this bitch, you heard me? Still drinking. I highly appreciate a motherfucking man Mac for doing this bitch. C.U.L.T, you know what it is, bitch. We gonna end it out like this. Your access has been granted. Bro, keep doing your thing, dog, and some real gangster shit. Continue to do what the fuck you gotta do.
Really, let's tell them
really
one more
put this
time.
shit, the
You
move
can
this
survive
shit.
on the South.
Listen, you continue to move this shit in the right direction, my nigga, cause you doing your fucking thing, Mac, you heard me? That's real talk. Shout out to the whole DC as a whole, nigga. You dig what I'm saying? Southeast, uptown, northeast, somewhere where the fuck you from. We stand alone, we stand together as a whole, dog. DC,
Nigga, you make it to 25 on the South, nigga, you was a gangster if you out here.
This 30 round short, lynch mob, nigga, we signing
you
out
make
like
it
that.
to 25, let me say it one more time. You make it to 25 on the South, nigga, you was a gangster, nigga. And if you can survive on the South, you official.
Right here, right quick.
Survive in lynch mob.
But you are behind the black hole. Chuck Brown played in there. EU, Red Essence, Backyard, Naughty Boys. Yeah.
Chunk,
I'm too young for the black hole.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
GoGo. When I was growing up, GoGo was the shit. Nigga, we made our own GoGo band. We had one of the hottest GoGo bands uptown. We did, man. Hey, we made other people uptown want to go get bands, man. It's just like, and that's going to even, speaking on that, that's going to transition into another part of the conversation with the music. But like even with us making the Naughty Boys band, you know what I'm saying? We had our own GoGo right here at the bottom of this building. We was charging, I think, $1 for girls, $3 for boys, $2 for girls, $3 for boys, and we was making all our money. We had this dude named Daniel. He was running it. Well, hold up, let me back up, because first I gotta give a man the respect for giving us the money to even start our band. Even the fucking council member Jim Grams, man. And then what he gave us, 10,000? Was that or 20? He gave us like
10,000 on 20?
25.
All right.
25,000.
He gave us $25,000. Look, this bought us a whole PA system, every band equipment, mic, anything you needed in the band. I know that, but all that stuff we got ain't come up to no 25,000. That's all gonna come up to the manager, nigga. But we had this. Look, Jim Graham bought us all this shit. You know what I'm saying? We start playing. We was practicing down there. We started playing our go-go's down there. They let us play in the black hole. Then we used to open up for TCB over the new box. We got them, they whole uptown crowd, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Uptown people ain't really with TCB. This when TCB first was coming out, bro. Uptown people, man, we took our whole crowd over there. We had that whole, man. We used to have dance moves to TCB songs, having the whole club
doing our moves, bro. This on life, bro. Like real life. We used to have the whole clubs doing our dance moves that we came up with to TCB, bro. Like real lives, man. And like from us having our band, you know, they shut it down or whatever, but the nigga Daniel, he fucking stole all the fucking money, Slim. All the money we saved up from playing in there. And he even stole that money from that 25,000 and ain't even pay for all that band equipment. You know what I'm saying? And us
Paid
being
for
young.
everything, but he
Yeah.
got us all the cheap shit. He ain't
Yeah.
give us what we ordered.
Yeah,
We
so
ordered all high quality shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ordered keyboards without speakers. You know, that's
Yeah.
the high. He bought us keyboards with speakers. Like, man, we ain't order this shit. Talking about all the money ain't clear. Some other
Yeah.
shit he said.
but we was young, so you know what I'm saying? And he saw an opportunity to take advantage of some fucking kids. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. And nothing gonna come good to his ass. For real.
That shit used to be fun.
Cause man, that shit kept, man, hey Slim, that shit was so much fun. It kept a nigga out the streets plenty of nights, man. Plenty of nights a nigga could have been right here doing anything. Nigga, we'd take the whole hood with us to a whole go boom boom room we playing in there. Man, the band used to play before us. I mean, after us. Man, we took over theirs by we was closing that joint out, bro. Like real lives, now. Now, like, and even from the go-go scene to from everybody having a band, you know, even to the rap scene, man. You know, like, I've been rapping for a minute. Was in the group. Then I started my own shit, GSC. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing. Made niggas from uptown. Everybody started their own shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how, I guess that's just how it go. What? But the music scene is getting great. Like, niggas getting signed from here now. You know what I'm saying? There's more opportunity for guys to make money and get away from here now than it was before. You know what I'm saying?
I love local artists that got style and represent DC. I hate to hear DC artists that try to sound like they're from Atlanta or try to sound like you from down the South. Be proud of where you from. Be from DC, have your own flavor, you know, and bring your own uniqueness to the table. I love local artists that represent the city.
DC definitely got his own swag, his own style. The music game is like everything, real. A lot of people rapping. People from DC been in the music industry. Just a lot of people don't know that. People from DC been in the music industry back in the 80s.
Yeah, Junkyard signed with Def Jam back in the 80s.
Going in the butt. So it's been an open door.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a tough enough support system in DC. Like if we supported each other enough, I think a lot of more people from DC would be doing a lot more things.
But it's getting like that. It's getting like that. I see the thing the children be doing. They be getting together from all over the city. Be working together. It's getting like that.
That's what I felt like. Like at first, it was like, if you did want to rap, like by the time like Suge, he was a little bit older, he my older generation. By the time I got, you know what I'm saying, around our generation, it was like if you did want to rap, niggas would be like, oh yeah, he rapping, but I think you supposed to be going to go-go or something, you know what I'm saying? So, and that wasn't us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had our own style. That's what we take. I think that's what I love too about DC. We go anywhere, man, we from DC, you know what I'm saying? Because we feel like, you know what I'm saying, we global. Like, we got love, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably don't know that. But we got a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? Because we the nation capital, you know what I'm saying? We take pride in that, you know what I'm saying? So we basically trendsetters. That's how we carry ourselves.
That's why they ain't got gangs in DC.
Yeah, so as this stuff, you know what I'm saying, progresses, man, everybody like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I love too. But now, like It said, we gotta start pulling each other. We gotta start putting out shows. We gotta start doing that. Get us grants, man, saying to open our own record labels and stuff like that. We go downtown for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? We just got a network. You know what I'm saying? It's starting though. I love it. Yeah, it's starting. That's all we need to get our foot in the door.
and we got our own style. I love GoGo, backyard for life, backyard for life. You know, I grew up the Black Hole. I remember the Black Hole had 2 stages in it. One band stopped playing, you turn around, another band started playing.
Yeah,
and then the GoGo Friday and Saturday. So I grew up on that. When after the GoGo, Georgia Avenue look alive. Everybody's on Georgia Avenue till 5 o'clock in the morning. Then you go to the Pancake House, fashion show, eating, playing big. I grew up like that, from looking up to people. And that was what we did. Yeah, that's what everybody did, and we was young doing that. So that's how everybody that knew who's who in DC, because everybody at the same place. Everybody got the same type of swag. It was that uniqueness. And so, to me, outsiders never understood GoGo, and so they never liked it. They never appreciated it. And so then, that's why it's so important that we appreciate it, so it won't get lost, because it's ours. And I heard Chuck Brown say this, and we the first people since that came from Africa that had that Congo alive, and that's why when you feel it, you can't even control yourself when you hear that GoGo. I just want
that GoGo make you jam.
Yeah.
This is the place where they said they brung in the traders off, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I was always proud, you know what I'm saying, that I was from DC. You know
Hold on, I'm doing an interview. Hold on.
And all that. I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hell happy, you know what I'm saying, that we are involved, you know what I'm saying, throughout all the stuff that's been happening. So we involved as black people too, you know what I'm saying? Because we do got a lot of black people that is doing good, you know what I'm saying? And just so happy we involved in music. We just move, keep moving, you know what I'm saying?
Along all the laws and the political things, man, you got a urban struggle right here, you know what I'm saying? But I want to press through, man, that all we got to do is really truly educate, and you can get beyond your circumstances and everything like that. So don't get so caught up in the hype and everything like that, man, and just know your true value. You know, if you got a goal, man, shoot for that. So, you know what I mean? I'm just out here kicking and rapping. We gonna come back to this, and you know what I'm saying? We gonna swing back and forth with it. So I'm just really rapping. So I'm gonna be back and forth. We gonna swing. Right now, like I said, we in Southwest. We gonna be all over the city with this though, man. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? It's Jelly Vision all day, man. DC C.U.L.T. We out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Loving the city, man. Looking at the highway. You know what I mean? You can get anywhere you need to go, man. This city got the embassies, everything. How you doing? All right. You know what I'm saying? I love when people being supportive of me and my little dream and everything like that.
Yeah, this is the Jelly Vision for you.
Feel like everybody switch.
Silently in space, like the circles that you find, windmills of youth, like the circles that you find, windmills.
Fuck, showing mercy, I'ma get them bitches walk. Another dirty bitch, I'm about to hurt her like a saw. Lundy been that bitch, I'm about to rip it like it's saw. Bitch stole my flow with my style, dang law. I eat that bitch for dinner like a motherfucking steak. She was just all on my dick, she's so motherfucking fake. Took that bitch for dinner, she ate right up off the plate. She the type to show love, but was hating from the gate. I can't fuck with these rock bitches, really ain't real. I want you to react, I eat your shit up like a meal. Crush these rock bitches, slamming bitches like O'Neal. I'm the one these bitches really wanna be like for real. Caught them sneak disses, but ain't pay that shit no mind. Dog wanna bite, I get his bitch that K9. All these rock chicks wanna go and take mine. Load up the chopping off the lineman off your spine. I'm a real bad bitch and I ain't worried about shit. Who the type that wanna be the only dope rap bitch? Got my hater dick around, I wanna ride a bitch dick. See a truck getting up, now you thinking you the shit. Been had same nigga, been had clout. When I was 16, I shit it when I first came out. Ain't compare me to the weak, cause I'm the greatest rapper out. When I did that brag song, I had a lot to brag about. You can't stand to see me going to really do a track with Ross. I swear you hate to see a young bitch form into a boss. I'ma kill that girl track, I'ma piss these bitches off. What was this, some deep shit?